Our next speaker, Max Richtman. He's president and CEO of the National Committee to Preserve Social Security and Medicare. He has spent his career fighting for seniors, including here in the Senate, where he was the staff director for the Special Committee on Aging, and he continues to fight for all of us. Max.
Good morning, everybody. For more than 82 years, Social Security has protected Social Security beneficiaries, American workers, and it's done that by doing just what Senator Warren pointed out, serving as a lifeline to beneficiaries and their families. But what good is a lifeline if there's no one there to throw you the rope, right? And we're finding more and more Americans, beneficiaries, faced with this situation. No one's there tossing them the rope. So earlier this month, I just want to give you an example. Earlier this month, there was a news report about a woman in Philadelphia diagnosed with MS. She waited 788 days for a disability hearing. Can you imagine waiting 788 days? Why? The Social Security program did not have sufficient lawyers, judges, administrative staff to keep pace with the applications and the hearings. So she waited 788 days. And the reason they didn't have the adequate support at Social Security is Congress has for many years now failed to provide the adequate funding necessary to provide these services. As other speakers have pointed out, this money is in the bank. It's not like this money has to be borrowed. It's in the bank. And the failure of Congress to release this money, and I use that phrase, release this money, because it is in the bank, put in the bank with every paycheck where withholding for FICA is made. So the money is there. There's no excuse for this. We've already heard today, and if you read the papers, about all of the waiting lines, the waiting on phone calls, the reduced office hours, reduced staffing, disability backlogs that failed, as Senator Sanders pointed out. 10,000 applicants died waiting for a hearing or an appeal. That's just not right. So, you know, I do a lot of town hall meetings all over the country, and people ask me, especially the members of the National Committee, why is Washington doing this? Why is Washington doing this to me? And as others have pointed out, you have to wonder if this is a concerted effort to disillusion people about Social Security, to make them question the capabilities of the people that work for Social Security, to start believing some of those awful myths that Social Security is going broke, that it won't be there in the future. I start to believe some of these things as well. And I don't like to attribute motives to people, but I'm starting to think that there is, as Senator Sanders pointed out, motivation to convince people that Social Security is not a program that's there for them now and will not be there for them in the future. So the National Committee, on behalf of our members and supporters, is demanding that Congress release the money. And again, I use that phrase deliberately because the money is there. It has been set aside through the Social Security program to release the money that's necessary to fully fund the Social Security program and allow people, demand that beneficiaries, their spouses, survivors, families have access to retirement, disability, survivor benefits that they have paid for. They paid for those throughout their working lives. So I'm so glad that Nancy was able to organize this event. I know she's going to introduce Senator Casey, but Senator Casey, I just wanted to say thank God you're the ranking Democrat on the Senate Aging Committee, where I was staff director in a previous life, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Max, thank you very much.